Hello folks, I'm Panos, also known as Dr. Paneas, and I'm gonna present you libgodc, my new project that is a Go runtime for Sega Dreamcast. This basically enables you to write programs and games that they can run on the Sega Dreamcast. To do that, I am using the GCC Go compiler, but instead of using the libgo, that is the runtime, because this requires, first of all, way more hardware resources and an operating system, I'm using Callisti OS, that is something like a kernel/operating system for Sega Dreamcast, and I am building the minimum required stuff so you can feel like you are writing Go. So basically I have implemented a C toolchain here called runtime, and here is my implementation of garbage collector, of arrays, of slices, of Go routines, of channels, of all of that stuff. So GCC Go is happy when we are linking the object file. So if you need information how this works, you can find it here. Here you can find information about installation and stuff, and if you are curious how this was made, what decisions were taken and why, basically the deep technical stuff, you can find it here at that section. Building from nothing, the toolchain, how this works. So this is a very technical document, I would say, that describes all of my pain through the journey. But if you are not curious, that's absolutely fine. You don't need to do any of those things. As I said, this is based on GCC Go. And GCC Go is completely different from the normal Go compiler, and it doesn't have all the nice things. It doesn't have the tools, the ecosystem that a Go developer is used to. So I developed another tool called GoDC. Let me see where I have that here, GoDC, which is how you can interact quickly with this system and make you feel like home, basically. So to install it, so this is where you start. If you want to use this project, this is where you start. You have to have Go installed 1.25.3, and you are installing it. As long as you have Go installed, it's gonna pick it up, and you have to make sure that anything that you install with Go is part of your path in the Linux system. So basically you can access the executable in that case, like if you have Go bin or Go bath bin, depends on your case. Okay, it downloaded it. So GoDC doctor command is gonna scan the system and tells you, right now I have absolutely nothing. Like these are required stuff. You see the X here means a bad thing. We don't have, missing, all of those things. And in order to install it, you can do GoDC setup. Oops, typo. Setup. And what this is now doing, it is downloading Callisti OS precompiled with C, C++, and all the Callisti OS ports. And also with the libgodc inside. And this is basically this repository. I'm maintaining this repository that provides you already built the toolchain that you need. Of course, you can do it by yourself, but as I said, I would like to provide this flexibility that you can start in 1 second programming in this environment. Now, if I do again Go Doctor, now you can see everything is installed. All the binaries, the GCC binary, the GCC Go binary, the LD, AR for the assembly stuff, chaos library, the Callisti OS, like all of those things, some environment variables, and all of those things, let me tell you, those things are not part of your cell. Those things are part of the GoDC. So when GoDC runs, it is gonna use those things. And I did that on purpose because I don't want to pollute your system. Okay, so these are not actually part of your current cell. Okay, so what we can do now with GoDC? We can basically right now, that is done. Right now we can already start building Dreamcast applications and Dreamcast games. So if we go to the libgodc library, so let's go here, libgodc. That's the project. That's basically this one. Okay, it's already compiled. By the way, let me tell you this: if you ever want to update to the new version, because I'm gonna push changes here, and if you want to be up to date, you don't have to do GoDC setup every time. You can just do GoDC update, and if there are updates, it will pick them up and also build them. Okay, so you don't have to do any make file shenanigans or anything like that. It's that simple. So basically here I can go to examples right now to show you some of the examples. Let's try Breakout, for example, which is a game I ported. And here we have the file main.go. So this is a game made back in 2002 by Jim Useto, and I ported it to Go. You can see here chaos dot, and then you can access all the chaos library functionality due to the bindings. So it makes you feel like home, and the cool thing, it looks like C, but without caring for all the header files, for all the manual memory handling and all of that stuff. So now let's say that you need to compile that, to build that. How you can do that? GoDC build. GoDC build, it is running behind the scenes, and what it's actually doing, it is creating secretly a make file, and that's how it builds the stuff. So then you have an elf, that's the executable, and you can either use your emulator or you can do GoDC run, and it will pick it up. And here it is, the game. Let me open my Dreamcast as well, so I can show you how you can also run this in the real hardware if you are interested into. Okay. By the way, you can also clean this using GoDC clean, and it's gonna clean everything. So again, you are interacting only with GoDC in that case. So if you like to run it on Go Dreamcast, let's pick another game, for example, or something that produces logs. Let's say hello, which is the most basic example here. This doesn't even need CallistiOS. You see, package main, print hello Dreamcast. That's all it does. So GoDC build, and I can do GoDC run //IP. What's my IP? Let me see. That's where my Dreamcast is at the moment, and it ran in my actual Dreamcast right now, and this is the message I've got. So this is also working fine. Another thing I would like to show you. Let's go to the, for example, platformer example. Okay, that's a bunch of Go files here. You might want to use here VS Code, for example. Okay, and as I said, this is GCC Go, so you don't have all the nice stuff that you usually get. So if I go here to main, let me see. It doesn't complain yet. Why it doesn't complain? seems to be working fine. But I don't have the Go mod files, right? So if I do 1 sec, let's go to the main file. Where is the main file here? If I do cos, yeah. Okay, this seems to be working. But what I would like to show you, 1 second, maybe I can find that in another example here, code. Okay, let's do it like that, because maybe if you are here in the examples directory, maybe I have some configuration that picks up stuff, and I don't want to show you this. Let's pick the hello screen, for example, that for sure is gonna use Callisti OS. Okay, and let's go to another file in my system. Let's go to, I don't know, my DC game, and here I'm making this file. Okay, and now if I open VS Code here, I'm pretty sure it's gonna complain about, yeah, exactly, yeah. So it seems like I had some configuration in the examples and it was not complaining. So here by default it's gonna complain and says, what is this chaos thingy? I don't know the packets. And you cannot use Go functionality because again this is like GCC Go. So what you can do, what you can do here is you can do Go DC init. And what Go DC init does is it is creating a Go mod file, and let's see what's inside. It is finding like where your chaos library is, and is writing this replace here, and also creates a hidden file, a hidden VS Code file with the appropriate configuration as well. Okay, so now if I go back to VS Code, you see it doesn't complain anymore. And that's what I would like to show you, that you can get this functionality and feel like you are writing normal Go, official Go. You basically use the Go language server, although you use GCC behind the scenes. To do that, I had to do some shenanigans. If you look at the libgodc library in the runtime of, in the chaos library, I have double files. I have those tabs. So you see here, I have the file system, which is the actual implementation. And here I have only what is needed for the for the actual Go to work. So I just have the signatures, so you can get all this nice highlighting, auto completion stuff out of the box. Okay, so a little bit of a trick. And what else? You can make many games here. As I said, you can go again to Dreamcast, libgodc examples. You can see the examples. As I said, I have also Pong example that you can play. Go DC build and then go DC run. So yeah, a little bit of a Pong game. Just one of the most basic games that you can make to make yourself familiar with the library, stuff like that. And you can also make more sophisticated ports. If I go here to my GitHub and go to Devolution, go to Dreamcast Go, I am working on a port of Diablo. So you can also port big games in that case. Of Of course, this is just an example as an experiment I was doing, but it seems to be working fine. Go DC run, and then you can see, for example, Diablo running on Dreamcast, written in Go. And that's all pretty much. In just a few minutes, I think I gave you a nice overview of this project. If you need anything, just let me know in the Discord server that we use here for the CallistiOS stuff. Yeah, here you can ask anything you need. That's all. Thanks.